I recently picked up a used copy of Halo 5 Guardians the other day, and I gotta say, hot damn, this game looks good. But there's so much junk covering the screen, I'm almost convinced someone at 343 Industries didn't want you to actually see the game. This cluttered heads-up display, or HUD as the cool kids call it, gave me a serious case of tunnel vision. It's like I wasn't even looking at the game anymore. I was just looking for the next target to kill, switch to activate, or platform to walk to. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is Halo Combat Evolved, the first one in the series. And look at this, it's clean, it's almost got this minimalist look to it. Shields, health, ammo, motion tracker, it's got everything you need, nothing more, nothing less. It's simple and beautiful. You can clearly see the action, identify targets, and damn, these views never get old. Alright, check this out. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach. This HUD stayed pretty much the same all the way through Halo 4, with some minor changes along the way. Now take a look at Halo 5. There's so much detail and unnecessary information on the HUD in Halo 5, it ends up shrinking what I consider the effective field of view to a narrow little box. Everything just seems bigger than it needs to be. Starting at the top, we have not one, but two health bars, one for your shields and one for your health itself. The only other games that featured dedicated health bars were Combat Evolved, ODST, and Reach, because in those games, you had to pick up health packs in order to restore your health. But in 5, there's no health packs needed. Your shields and your health both restore automatically. So why have these two health bars? Why not make one health bar with more health, and when that one gets empty, you're dead?
These go to 11.
Over in the upper right, you have an icon of your weapons and your remaining ammo. This is nothing new, but why did they make the icon of the weapon larger than the current ammo count? In the previous games, the ammo count was roughly the same height as the weapon icon, but in 5, it's significantly smaller. I would think it's more important to know your current ammo count than what weapon you have equipped because, you can literally see your weapon on screen. The motion tracker in the bottom left is a little bit larger, which might be because the effective range of it has been increased from 25 meters to 40 meters, but it doesn't really add any significant resolution. You're still going to use it to figure out the enemy's position relative to yours, so does the increase in size really matter? I also want to talk about the left side of the HUD. Starting in Halo 4, when certain characters talk to Chief, you'd get either a large video screen showing them addressing you, or a smaller icon showing you their name, rank, or whatever other relevant information. Halo 5, for some reason, decided to remove the video screen and display the icon for the name for nearly everyone who talks to you, including your own squad who are right beside you most of the time. But that's not all this space is used for. Occasionally, it's used to display images, graphs, and other mission-essential information, but even then, it's not all that helpful. You know what would be really helpful, Fred? How about you actually pull up a map or a schematic and mark a path just like Chief told you to do?
Mark a path.
You know what really doesn't help? A spinning picture of the outside of the ship we're in right now. But worst of all, they put an overlay of your character's helmet on screen. Oh no! Alright, I'm only half joking about this one. Look, putting a PNG overlay of your player's helmet on the HUD is not the end of the world. 343 is not the first, and they're certainly not the last ones to do it. But when it's combined with everything else, it makes Halo 5 even more claustrophobic than it needs to be. And if you're playing with subtitles on, forget it. I don't know who's to blame on the captions. They're awful in this game. Sometimes they get obscured by elements of your HUD, and other times they're on top of it. They also have really strange line breaks. It just doesn't work well, especially in cutscenes. It's like the subtitles were an afterthought and there was no communication between the groups of the design team responsible for the HUD and the subtitles. But accessibility is a topic for a different video. If you want to learn more about accessibility in video games, I highly recommend this video by Mark Brown. Now, I don't want this video to be just full of complaints. I want to offer solutions. So how would we fix this? Well, for one, let's take a page from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and introduce a Pro Mode heads-up display. I don't think Nintendo invented this idea, but it's the most recent game I've played that included this feature and I love it. Let players pick a mode where only the bare essential information is present. Now, players can alter elements of the HUD by collecting and activating hidden skulls throughout the game, but there's only two skulls that affect the HUD, Fog and Blind. Fog turns off the motion tracker, and Blind, well, Blind turns off all of the elements of the HUD. While I was making this video, I started playing multiplayer, and do you know what I realized? They already fixed like 70% of the damned HUD in multiplayer. That's right, the heads-up display in multiplayer fixed a lot of the problems that I had with the display in campaign. No communications icons, no visor shadows, and no dumb pitch indicator thing. Seriously, does Chief have a problem knowing if he's looking up or down? Where's the option to switch between the campaign and the multiplayer HUDs, huh? I don't want all of this. This crap clogging up my field of view. Look, I get it that you want the player to feel that they're immersed, like they're standing in Master Chief's or Spartan Locke's shoes. But come on, you literally have a second HUD in the game. Why not let users pick to use this one? I still think that the motion tracker can be reduced and that the ammo count can be enlarged. But if we had the option to switch to the multiplayer HUD, I'd be a very happy camper. Halo 5 Guardians is an extremely beautiful game with realistic characters, stunning effects, and some damn gorgeous views. It's just too bad that it's obscured by so much stuff you can't really enjoy it.